Next, we have a heartwarming story about a little girl named Madeline who survived a cardiac arrest. Liz?
Thank you, Joel. Yes, we're here with Madeline Owens and her father, Ron Owens. Thank you for joining us today, you two. Now, the story about Madeline is just a miracle. She was misdiagnosed for 3 years. She was being treated for seizures when finally, after a national cheerleading competition, a couple days later, you guys were in Vegas, you got home, she went into a seizure like she normally would, right, Dad?
Correct.
You went in and you were singing to her like you would usually do, and all of a sudden, she stopped breathing.
Yes.
At that point, what happened?
At that point, of course, as a parent, I was frantic, but I began CPR on her and contacted 911.
And do you remember any of that, Madeline? No, you don't. Next thing you knew, you were in the hospital, and you were in a coma for about 20 hours. Is that right, Dad?
Yes. They transported her to a local hospital where they kept her on ice and in a coma.
And you realized that she was misdiagnosed. What was the real issue with her heart?
Correct. She didn't have seizures. It was actually her heart. She has what's called long QT syndrome, which goes into sudden death. And
you haven't had a seizure since? No. That's great, Madeline. And speak up a little bit for us, but talk about what they had to put in your chest.
They had to put in a pacemaker and a defibrillator.
Do you feel that at all, or?
No.
Do you feel better now than you did before when you were having your seizures?
Yes.
Talk about the experience you have and what you're doing now, I guess, in order to raise awareness.
We do fundraisers and stuff like that.
You think it's important that everybody be CPR trained?
Yeah.
Talk about that and why you feel that that's important.
Because you can die if you you can't breathe or anything, and if somebody knows CPR, then you won't, that you could have another chance to live.
And Dad, did they tell you that CPR saved her life at one point?
yes, in fact, that's why we promote CPR training. It's that first response that really can save a life, and Madeline herself has received CPR training since.
And Madeline, you guys are raising money for this cause that's going on right now. Talk about that. What organization? Or you can, Dan.
That is the Michigan Cardiovascular Institute Foundation. We raise money. Madeline has actually helped raise over $35,000 at one event.
Wow.
To provide free CPR training and AEDs being placed in public places.
An AED, for those that don't know, are the things that are hanging on the wall. It's at certain places where you can pump the heart and shock the heart if someone goes into cardiac arrest.
Yes, the automatic external defibrillator.
Very easy to use, too.
Yes.
Yes, I've used one before. Thank you so much. We're going to talk to you again, Madeline. I'm so glad you're here with us today. You're so sweet. We're going to tell your story here in a few moments. Joel, we're going to bring it to you.